Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back. Invincible is finally back for Season 3, and I am excited to get into this, especially after the events of last season and where that kind of leaves us, both with Nolan's situation, with Mark back on Earth, and everything that happened with the multiverse, with all of that, and then just the way all of this is just weighing on his shoulders in all these various different ways, and it's just like, it's just so wild, and I have no idea where it's going to go. Again, as someone who's never read the comics, and hell, I haven't even watched a trailer for this season. This is one of those shows where I really want to go into it knowing as little as possible. Now, just because I have happened to have avoided even the trailers, doesn't mean I've avoided everything. Trying to be vague as possible, just in case maybe you're one of the people that managed to avoid any of these other things as well. So I'll just kind of keep that to myself. Whenever it comes up, I'll mention it there. But outside of that, again, I haven't seen any of the trailers. I have no idea where we're going from here. But either way, I'm really excited to get into this. We got 3 episodes to get through right off a jump, so I'm going to go ahead and just dive right in. So if you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on movies we react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all sent out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 1. Here we go. Oh, yo.
You could do better than that.
I'ma hurt you so bad.
Dude, he just smacked him with a mountain. A little mountain, but still a mountain.
I did it. I did it.
Sorry. Celebrating a little prematurely. That's what I was saying.
Whew. You okay?
No, you're mean.
All right, let's give the kid a break. He's been a champ.
Oh.
His parents are getting worried. It's only 8 after all.
Oh. Okay.
We're still searching for a cure for his condition.
Aw. He's 8? Aw. They're using him like as training or just to gauge his ability? Whoa.
7 minutes, 42 seconds.
A new record. Nice work.
Yeah, they're testing and...
like 20 new costumes if we're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, you're going to definitely go through a wardrobe testing that any further. So they're just like pushing his abilities further and further and testing him more.
I could have done it faster, but I got lost on the way back again.
Wait, how do you
It was still plenty fast, Mark.
Wait. How do you get lost? Well, never mind. Don't answer that. Sorry. He's like, screw your iceberg challenge.
So that was the heaviest thing we could find for Mark to lift, and he just lifted it.
When we're through with him, he'll finally live up to the name.
No. I wonder what that glitching has in store for us, if anything.
Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength
Damn.
138%.
Yo. Let's go.
Someone much worse was coming.
With Mark or any of our other plans.
Fuck me. Way to make
What are the
a
other
fellow
plans?
superhero feel inadequate.
It's okay, buddy. When has that ever stopped you?
Cecil's got me on a training plan.
I can see that. How much did all this cost, Cecil? Is this why the coffee maker's still broken at Guardians HQ?
We bought you a new hand, Rex.
That's how it works,
wasn't
man.
cheap.
And this is the 3rd time I've been back trying to get it adjusted? Look, I'm trying to give you the finger right now, and I can't.
Oh man, that's your favorite finger.
It's my favorite finger.
That's his favorite finger.
Sir, believe it or not, but somebody appears to be stealing the Declaration of Independence.
God damn it, Nicolas Cage.
Maybe I should take Rex. Who knows how tough this could be? And there might be stuff that needs to be exploded.
You never know. Not that he couldn't just punch harder than any of his explosions would even... whatever. He packs a punch with more juice than his explosions.
Washington.
Oh, whoa, what was that? Who's he working for? So somebody's on the inside within their little organization feeding intel to someone?
Now we're messing up the past. Technology this old is tricky. It's practically made of wood.
Wait, what? We got time travelers?
We've got at least 3 minutes until the
What
police
the-
show up.
Hey, dickhead.
What's their deal?
You picked the wrong day to steal a timeless piece of America's history. Not that there's a right day. You know what I mean. We're gonna kick your ass now.
Smooth.
So, Eve says she hasn't seen you in months.
I'm sorry. What?
Oliver and my new training routine have been busy.
For months?
Obviously, you two have had the hots for each other since, like, forever. Just stop being weird about it. Ask her out.
I kind of like how chill he is about the whole thing.
Why do you care so much? You used to date Eve.
Well, yeah, you're both my friends. I want you to be happy.
Aww.
You'll owe me forever.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, mine's down, by the way.
I'm trying to hold back. I don't want to hurt him too much. I think he's just a normal dude.
Normal this.
Okay. Hey, after everything that happened forward, everything that happened. Whoa. Okay.
Multi-Paul?
Wait, multi-Paul? Oh.
I didn't kill this man. The Lizard League did.
You let her die.
Oh. Oh.
I'll kill you.
All right. They still don't know about any of that, and I guess no one does.
Get dressed.
Oh, or is this going to be where they reveal themselves? I mean, after everything that happened with Angstrom, him learning to hold back is huge.
That guy's really strong.
Oh no, but now they're going to get distracted and they're going to get away. But they don't have the declaration. Oh, shit. Now they do. And they're gone on their little, what, time scoot? What the fuck is that? They were talking about time travel related shit.
Save her. Liar.
Oh my god, relax.
I don't want to hurt you. You can't hurt us no matter how strong you are. Because you're all alone.
You sure about that, dude? I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
Holy shit.
Yep, they're finally here.
You guys can see her too, right?
You are not hallucinating.
You're alive. Why didn't you... You let me and Ray think you were dead. What the hell, man? Wait. You knew. Fuck you, Immortal.
Hey, it was working. Unless it was the other
You
hand.
almost murdered me for nothing.
I've killed people for less.
Yeah, like me. Just now, you friggin' idiot.
Paul, just go before you make this worse.
What's worse than this?
What are you even trying to do, you jackass?
Paul almost killed Rex, and because of him, those guys got away with the Declaration of Independence. I don't care if he's your brother. He's going to prison now.
Damn, yeah, he did fuck this whole thing up.
Oliver Walcott and George Wythe.
Bravo.
Now can I go play?
Of course. We're done for the day.
Cute.
My mom going outside to play. See you later.
Aww.
They say they grow up fast.
Well, he definitely does.
His growth and development are off the charts. They should start to level off once he reaches puberty. So tomorrow. Not quite.
One would hope.
Hi, April. You know stuff. How important is the Declaration of Independence again?
Ask your brother. Well, if he hadn't dropped out of college, you know too.
Mom,
I'm kidding.
Well, not particularly.
I had to save Rex from like 100 multi-pulls.
But the real bad guys got away.
Sometimes that happens.
If I was there, I would have made sure we got him.
Oh, yeah? How?
I bet you would.
I made drawings of my costume and I'm practicing my moves. We'll be a team, right?
Oh,
Once you get your powers.
that's adorable.
Promise.
I promise.
God, this reminds me of... Oh, it's weirdly reminds me of him and his dad.
You.
Oh.
Too late. You promised.
Oh, he knew. He knew he had powers. He was trapping him in a promise, didn't he?
How did you survive?
I always keep a copy.
We're both rejoining the Guardians.
Also,
Oh!
I forged the ring myself, using metals I mined
I
from...
am.
I'm glad you're sitting down, Rex, because it's a full-on family reunion today.
Hey, Rex.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this hurts.
Mm.
We almost got killed together, so that makes us like,
Losers.
I was gonna say too hot to live, too cool to die.
Nothing gonna stand up to us now. Family's back, baby, and unbreakable.
One might even say invincible.
The residents of this town reported that their groundwater has recently become sulfurous.
We're not the EPA, Donald.
Children here have reported hearing strange sounds from a local cave system.
Well, children hear a lot of things. And the connection between all of this?
I don't have one yet.
It's just all really, really freaking weird and coincidental.
Well, map them out.
All right, well, if it's gonna be a message, a picture, well, that's not helpful.
There's no other pattern we can find yet.
And our resident earthquaker?
Still supposedly just right there.
There's one other thing you should see, sir.
Too late. I promise.
This, Donald.
Oh,
You should have led with this.
You were 17
lovely.
when you got your powers.
Hope that's
which,
not
honestly,
going to
was still
alarm
too
him
early.
further.
I made him promise not to use his powers until we all had time to talk about it, and to not keep any more secrets.
He's a kid. You think he's not going to try them out? You would have.
He promised.
Hmm. He trusts him, but he's also listening in. Hmm. Hope that doesn't backfire.
So the other Eve said she always loved you and that you needed to either love her back or let her go because you were ruining her life?
Yeah, that was the gist of it.
Should I tell her about the other her?
Hard no. That's super weird and awkward.
William's right. This other her isn't her. Just ask this Eve out. See where it goes.
That's fair.
I don't know. If I ask Eve out, I want to be honest with her from the start, not like I was with Amber.
Yeah, that's.
And this is definitely the latter.
I agree.
Uh-oh.
It's his heart. He's still having pain from what Sinclair did.
Lovely.
I'm getting used to it, but you should talk to Eve.
I mean, either or, at least kind of start with some I don't know. I get it, the whole Amber thing and the secrets and wanting to be upfront right out of jump. That is a weird thing to be like, hey, a future version of you told me about this thing, blah, 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 blah. That comes with a lot of pressure as well, but like,
How are we gonna get back to campus?
I don't know. I feel like I would probably also kind of lead with that. I don't know. Are you fucking kidding me? That's hilarious. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I think I would probably, as awkward as it would be,
Just tell her how you feel.
be forthright,
Easy.
even with the future stuff. I don't know if I would leave that out, but it would color things really weirdly.
All day talking to yourself or come in.
Nice.
If you want to go to the zoo, then stop squirming.
You and April always say I should be myself.
Oh.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my powers.
That's okay, Oliver. But no more secrets.
Huh? I'll get it.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Think you missed a spot there, kiddo.
I mean, good thing it was Cecil.
I've heard of you. You tell superheroes what to do, and if they don't listen, you get super mad.
That's about right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it.
Are you going to college?
yeah, I signed up for part-time classes. I start next week.
Hey, it's something. I mean, that'll help too.
I've been thinking about this a lot. And I want to see if we could work together, like as people, not work.
Are you asking me out?
Yeah.
Thank you for helping with that.
I'm just doing a terrible job at it.
Yes. That was pretty bad.
Cecil, how many times do we have to have this conversation? My responsibilities will always be to my family first, and that's never going to change, no matter what.
I love how firm she is. Oh, what if because he's been here meditating, what if he's been able to learn to...
What the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like...
Are you serious?
Project from here through the earth.
Cecil spends $10 gajillion on Mark's fitness classes, but can't fix our goddamn... Oh! What the...
Oh. Oh. What... Can Rex get a break, man? After everything last season, can he just get a little bit of a break?
We can't reach a single hero. Even the Guardians have gone south.
Most heroes carry a GDA tracker. Throw them up on the screen. Show me seismic.
And he's gone. They're all disappearing.
sorry, but I can't agree to that.
How are we losing tracking on them? I imagine for a second they were all going to be isolated to a singular point, like they're being like collected, but they're just disappearing.
What are you talking about? What, every single one?
What's going on?
Every superhero in America has been abducted, except for 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hope he's talking about them and not Oliver.
Let's try.
Let's go.
Really?
I mean, it makes sense, right?
You're about to have a really interesting first date.
And we've already been through a bunch of life or death situations together, so let's try and see what happens.
Hell yeah.
I just didn't want to leave you hanging anymore.
Leave me hanging? You asked me out.
No, I meant, remember that other you I told you about?
Oh,
She said she always loved me.
he's going to be honest about it.
She told me I should either ask you out or shut it down forever.
Wait, sorry. So you're only asking me
Oh,
out now
no.
because the other me, who is not me, told you how miserable she was?
Oh no. Shit.
Did you have feelings for me before you met her?
Eve, I mean,
Yes.
of course.
Or are you only here because you feel sorry for me?
Oh, god damn it.
Cecil, please, not now. What do you mean? Just Eve and I? There's a problem.
This better be fucking cataclysmic.
Well, we had our first fight. Whoops. Oh no. Oh god. Kid's gonna kid. Oh, yes. He got caught.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that looks so similar to Mark's first little get-up.
It took months for me and my friends to learn all of your particular vibrations. How you move.
Oh.
I think you'll agree it was worth
I guess
every minute.
the trackers just don't reach down here.
Every time I was stopped by you super-powered fascists, fighting to keep your capitalistic slave machine running.
I've diverted all power to my transmitter. It should just reach the GDA surveillance network from this far underground.
Yeah, okay.
Someone up their game.
I know. I'm impressed.
And it's them yet again to stop him.
Token diversity and gender stereotype.
I wouldn't talk generic mad scientist.
Nice.
I'm not impressed anymore.
Oh, that wasn't an attack. That's how we talk.
Oh, what did he call? Oh, okay. He made a bunch of friends down here.
How does a nobody like Doc Seismic pull shit like this?
He seems to have found allies from somewhere.
Maybe we can make them our allies. They seem to be,
He's cleaned us out.
Open up the dark room and ready drop pods 1 through 3.
Yes, sir.
Oh. No. He's not going to send in those robo-drone dudes, is he? But these subterranean creatures are giving Mark a little bit of a tussle here. We could also weaponize them. Oh my god, that might be what ends up happening, giving Cecil more of an arsenal.
You just want to be like Invincible, right? You know who's Invincible's mom? Me. And since he always listens to his mom, I'll ask him to start training you so someday you can be a hero.
Aww. I love Debbie, man.
As long as there's no more secrets between us. Promise?
I promise, I promise, I promise.
That's so adorable.
These creatures were born deep in the fire and pressure of the earth's womb.
Yeah, they're used to all this. Oh. We might have to see a Mark not holding back anymore. Oh! Damn, these things are... Maybe we broke its fang. These things are doing some fucking work.
Supposed to be this tough.
Oh god, is it just the massive hole in his chest, or is there also venom in these things? God damn. Oh no. What now? Oh my god, are we gonna purely have to rely on these drones?
Wake Eve up! She can get us out of these things!
Eve, wake up!
Cecil's gonna have to reveal one of his hands.
5.
What happened?
You gotta get us out of here.
4.
Oh. 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 Oh.
1.
Yeah, here they come.
What the fuck?
That would be my reaction as well, man. Especially the history there. God, dude. Dude, this layout reminds me, I can't remember which one it is. One of the WoW dungeons. This is definitely gonna increase tensions. Not that they weren't already. God, and they are making quick work of these things too. Man, I like seeing all these other characters we haven't seen too. Oh, they're retreating without him here. Wonder if he was using his vibrational frequency to control them or something.
Oh, fuck yes!
Oh, I forgot he's completely naked.
Oh, you know what? That's okay. We won. My dick's out.
Oh my god.
You should be in prison.
Are you okay?
No, I was an idiot to believe Cecil.
Stand down, Invincible. They saved us. They saved everyone here.
This is such a mess, but he's also not wrong. And there are reasons for why he's doing. Again, it's like, it's hard to like. Yeah. Fuck, man.
They murdered people!
Sinclair's new reanimen are made with donated corpses. Darkwing will never kill again. They both went through severe psychological reprogramming.
Reprogramming.
Bullshit, and you know it!
Is it? You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
Ooh.
Wait, why are we in here again?
Please go. The White Room is for my protection.
Protection from what?
From you, Mark. From you.
Yeah. It's all a contingency for those who don't really have a way to fight back. I get it. It's not it's complicated. There is no right or wrong answer in this, and when it comes to the scale that they're working on.
You're stronger than when we first met. Strong enough to break out of here if you tried. First, I'm very flattered you noticed that. Thank you.
Aww.
I am incredibly ripped now, so it would take a pretty big laser to do me in.
Well, about that.
1 second, can we just talk about this before we,
Oh.
So that sucked, but I was right.
Okay. So,
you're alive?
good. Okay.
Wait.
That was
I
concern.
was worried I was gonna die. I
Or shocked more than... He's like, fuck you.
Grace, you care about me. I feel like you're halfway to joining the cause. Hello, Nolan. Hello?
Is this thing on?
Very mature. Also, not how new best friends should treat each other. Come on, seriously. Stop.
Cute. Let's go. Man, that was a good reintroduction. A good little follow-up to where we've been before and everything like that. And just to see the lengths that Mark is going through to kind of get himself into shape after everything, as well as learn to control himself, like taking the opportunity with those, I have to assume, time travelers who are here to steal the Declaration of Independence. Like the opportunity, because they weren't like super powered. So he was like practicing holding back on them, because Rex was like, why aren't you just taking these guys out? He's like, I'm trying to learn self-control, especially after what happened with Angstrom. That's like something he's very definitely self-conscious about at this point. And now that he's also, you know, honing in his skills, and they're talking about how much he's improved through training, through all these different ways, and him and Cecil have been working together, kind of push his limits in case the Viltrumites come back to Earth again after the little ultimatum that they were given. Seeing him trying to adapt with everything that's going on, and then, you know, as well as trying to getting things under wraps with the little message he got from the future Eve. And God, yeah, I guess I feel like there is a way to have navigated that conversation without having stepped into the landmine that he stepped into, that he kind of just walked into, to be fair, about the feelings thing. Is like, are you doing this because you actually care? Is it because you feel bad about me because you talked to this other version of me? That's not me. What, like, what? Oh my God. It started off so good until he brought that up. And then that just goes to the questions like, should he have even brought that up? His friends thought he probably should have left that off the table. But obviously with the stuff with Amber and stuff like that, he wants to be as forthright as possible. But he just really did not deliver that in the proper way to like tee that up in a way that wasn't going to result in the way that it did. And then on top of that, they were the only two left on the planet that were able to go find the rest of the superheroes, because they've just been one by one disappearing. And that's why there was no pattern. There was no this thing as Donald was like tracing all this different stuff that was happening all across the different country. Like he had an inkling, a hunch that it was Doc Seismic, but no evidence, because he was stationary the entire time. But that's what he was doing. It's like you couldn't see. He was focused in. He was honing in. He was listening. He was feeling these vibrations, testing these things, communicating with his little subterranean minions. This is probably going to add into Cecil's arsenal, these creatures, these subterranean creatures, because we also tried the kaiju thing against the Viltrumite. We tried a bunch of other stuff. Now we also found out that these things down under the Earth's crust are also able to withstand full-on punches from Mark, but also penetrate his skin. And that's after all of his training, because as soon as Doc Seismic was removed from the picture, they just retreated. They ran away. So I don't know if he was controlling them. Whatever. I don't know. But maybe if Cecil could replicate that, that's another thing he can add to his lineup. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, he's here for the people that can't protect themselves, all the non-powered people on the planet, which are still the majority at this point, the people that can't defend themselves. Or, worst case scenario, we have another Guardian situation, and they have to protect themselves against Mark. As shitty as it is, as gross as it is, the Sinclair thing, the Darkwing thing, as much as that hurts, you can't not understand where Cecil's coming from. This is all they have to protect themselves if somebody mind controls Mark, or Mark one day decides to not be one of the few Marks to not actually turn against humanity. You know, so like, I get it. Like this room, the secrecy, the White Room, all of it is his protection, mankind's protection, against not just Mark, but the superheroes in general. Because, I mean, hell, those robo-necrodrone dudes were able to tear through those monsters down there just fine. And these are the things, these are just the small amount of things that we know that he's holding back that Mark is just now becoming aware of. And just as they were finally starting to, you know, repair that relationship, this happens. And then on top of that, you also have Oliver, who's coming into his powers already much faster than Mark, because like with much everything, he's aging so much quicker than him, and so many other factors on top of that. No part of him is human. So it's interesting to see how that is both paralleling, but also very different from the experience that Mark had, and the way that he looks up to Mark, the way that he emulates Mark, and the way that he wants to also help, and the way that he's also trying to be good, and just the way that Debbie is doing a really good job of navigating that situation, setting these boundaries, but also knowing how to talk to him because of everything she's done with Mark, and just the way that they're working together. The whole scene with them pitching and playing catch definitely felt like Mark was stepping into his own father's shoes as the start of season 1, you know, with those two, with him going through training, his powers blossoming, and then they were like, oh, they went on and they played catch. So what that kind of reminded me of. I'm pretty interested to see where this is all going to go. Obviously, the main thing is the Viltrumite threat, and also just the tension between Cecil's organization and everybody else. You know, Kate and the Immortor on the scene. They're back. She's revealed herself. Her brother went almost on a murder spree because of everything. That's a whole can of worms right there. Pretty much the Guardians are all back together at the moment. You know, Ray is here, managed to survive after the ordeal they went through. We're in a really interesting spot at the moment. You know, then the flip side of that, obviously you've got Nolan and Alan up here in this prison awaiting whatever comes next, and he's trying to kind of poke and prod at Nolan to get him to save himself, because as he said, you probably are strong enough to get out of here all of them, but that's not the thing. He's like, he's an asset for the Resistance. They can get him out of here. That's a huge win. And he's able to like see, you know, that he actually cares, that he's got these emotions that he's finally starting to kind of wrestle with and adjust to. And how's that going to go if they do get him out of here? How's that going to go if he ever comes back to Earth? Like, what is that reaction going to be? How are people going to reconcile with that? It's going to be a really interesting place once we kind of get into the swing of all of this. But yeah, man, great start to the season. I'm excited to get into the next 2 episodes, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Guys, I want to know what you guys thought. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Share, Your Course God, Robert Angione, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's just for video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.